theme from the Sears Radio Theater. Tonight is a comedy with Andy Griffith as your host. Here's a preview.
I am a talent agent, and I'd like to, excuse the expression, handle you.
Why? I mean, why me?
The Sears Radio Theater will begin after this message from your local station.
Tell them plaids are out anyway. Yeah, we'll back order his silly trousers. We get the piece goods on the 4th. We finish them on the 15th. We ship them on the 15th. That means he receives shipment on the 18th. Oh, no. That's a Sunday. The 19th at the absolute latest. I'm very sorry. Thank you. Nobody but nobody's showing cuffs this year. They're a waste of good polyester, which, by the way, no one's buying either this year. Yeah. Oh, okay, baby. Ciao. Boy, the things people expect from you these days.
Here's that invoice, Mr. Stanley. Are you feeling all right? You're sweating.
It's heartburn or something. Get me a seltzer. I feel nauseous.
It could be heartburn. It could be heart attack. Know the symptoms of heart attack. Contact your American Heart Association. We're fighting for your life.
What's your trivia specialty? Entertainment, sports, recent world history, or maybe potluck? Hi, I'm Bill St. James, and beginning Monday between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. on my show and the William B. Williams Show, you'll get a chance to test your skills when we play the trivia game. To become eligible, just send a card to Trivia, WNEW, 565 Fifth Avenue, New York, 10017. Be sure to include your name, address, phone number, and the category you'd like to be trivial in. Entertainment, sports, recent world history, or potluck. If your card is selected, Willie or myself will ask you a trivia quickie. If your answer is correct, according to our sources, you'll win $10 and a shot at a Jim Lowe trivia tuppy worth $100. And all contestants who play become eligible for a weekly drawing when we'll give away a complete AM/FM stereo music system. The Triviality starts Monday, so get your name, address, phone number, and trivia category in the mail to Trivia, WNEW, 565 Fifth Avenue, New York. It's fun, the price is right, and who knows, you might even learn something.
This is Andy Griffith. Now you take a dark room, send a beam of light across it, and let me tell you, you just may see some magic. At least that's what our friend Harry Silverman hopes every time he steps into a Hollywood studio projection room. That pot of gold at the end of the rainbow may be one thing to you and another thing to me. But to Harry Silverman, it's something else altogether. Harry's rainbow is that beam of light. And the pot of gold he hopes to find at the end of it, well, who knows? One time, Harry thought he had found it when he saw a screen test of a Siamese cat who could disco dance. So that's where Harry is right now, in fact. Sitting alone with his ulcer in a projection room at the studio, watching a cloud of smoke from his Panatella drift along that special rainbow of his to... Well, Harry has his eye on a different breed of cat today. As he sinks back in the deep leather chair and ponders the lives and legends of Hollywood's sex kittens, there was something they all had, besides guts and bravado and a sense of humor. Underneath, where they hoped it didn't show, no matter how much they took off, there was always that little girl lost, lonely and scared and looking for Dad.
Pardon me. Could you help me, please?
Something's caught Harry's eye. A shapely honey blonde, sizzling the right-hand corner of the screen, coming on a little like Monroe, a little like Harlow, and a lot like that pot of gold Harry's been waiting for. Harry pushes his horn rims against the bridge of his nose, takes a long squint through his bifocals. Yep, it's there all right. That little girl lost look. That blonde is giving Harry the feeling he'd like to go right out and adopt her. That is, if it's okay with his wife and kids. Which is how we begin our story.
Sears Radio Theater, a new adventure in radio listening. Brought to you 5 nights a week by Sears, Roebuck and Company. Sears, where America shops. Your hosts,
Lorne Green. I'll bring you stories of the Old West and the New.
Andy Griffith with a look at the funny side of life.
Vincent Price with tales of mystery and suspense.
Cicely Tyson with stories about love, hate, and related things.
Richard Widmark. I'll bring you stories of pure adventure.
5 nights of exceptional entertainment every week. Brought to you in Elliott Lewis' production of the Sears Radio Theater. Our story, The Care and Feeding of a Sex Symbol, by Shirley Gordon. Our star, Alan Young.
Come, spin the wheel of fashion. Discover a fortune of spring separates at Sears Junior Bazaar. Silk blend skirt and pants in dusty pastels. A blend of polyester, rayon, and silk, making them easy care, wrinkle resistant. Top them off with white-on-white polyester and cotton blouses. Fashion is your fate at Junior Bazaar. Available at most larger Sears retail stores.
The word's out and spreading fast about the jeans from Sears Men's Store that grow beautifully. It's a sure sign they're feeling fine and feeling good. For the denim that keeps going strong a long time. Get them trim cut, regular cut, even get them pre-washed. The jeans that grow beautifully. Now at most Sears retail stores.
Generations ago, families dined by the warmth of the open hearth. Today, Sears rekindles this spirit with its open hearth dining room furniture. Faithfully rendered early American designs and careful workmanship give it an heirloom quality. The satin glow and warm highlighting of Sears open hearth take 26 steps to achieve. There's no shorter method to bring out the beauty of the wood. And like all good furniture, open hearth is made to last for a long time with sturdy tongue-and-groove and mortise and tenon construction. Choose from 16 different pieces of open hearth at most Sears retail stores.
Oh, here I go again. It's time to rent one of those steam-type carpet cleaners.
Why rent? Now Sears puts power in a carpet cleaner you can own yourself. The Power Spray from Sears for easy home carpet cleaning. Power Spray sprays hot water into your carpet, then sucks up the dirty water.
You can see the dirt you get out. Dirt you didn't even know was there.
The Power Spray Carpet Cleaner, a convenient carpet cleaner you can own yourself. Available at most Sears retail stores. Kenmore. Solid as Sears.
I'd like to share a notion. If you have a dream, pursue it. Agreed? If you know a way to better yourself, get on with it. Charge, onward, and so forth. Perfect example of that notion put into practice is what Harry Silverman did after he saw that beautiful young woman on the projection room screen.
Are you, Mr. Silverman?
Yes, and you're Miss...
Susie. My astrological advisor says I should use only one name. It'll be lucky for me. You know, like Einstein.
Einstein didn't have just one... never mind. Sit down, Susie.
I'm sorry I'm late. I ran out of gas.
That's all right. I'm glad you could make it.
Me too. I'm starved.
Yeah. Oh, here's the waiter. You want a drink first?
Oh, sure, but I want something to eat with it. You know, Carl, my usual appetizer.
Yes, miss.
And I'll have whatever Mr. Silverman's having to drink.
But you don't even know what it is.
I like surprises.
Is that why you drive around with an empty gas tank?
My car stopped right in the middle of Sunset Boulevard. There were all these cars honking and yelling behind me. And you know what they were mad about?
You were in their way?
They were mad because I didn't have my hood up. You know, the front part of the car that the engine is under.
The hood, yeah. Listen, Susie, the reason I...
How was I supposed to know what you're supposed to do when your car stops in the middle of the street? They don't tell you that when you buy the car.
You got a point. It should be in every new car manual. Look, Susie...
This policeman comes along and hollers at me. Lady, why haven't you got your hood up? I don't even know how.
Ladies shouldn't have to do such things.
That's just what that nice policeman said. Later.
Chivalry is still with us. Listen, Susie.
Did you know that most policemen are over 6 feet tall?
Anybody in a uniform looks big to me.
Me too.
Here are your appetizers, miss.
Oh, good. Help yourself, Mr. Silverman.
No, thanks. I have a little stomach problem.
You probably don't eat enough.
Susie, don't you have to watch your diet? I mean, in your business.
Please, don't talk about dieting when I'm eating. It makes me nervous. What did you want to see me about, Mr. Silverman?
Harry.
Harry.
Well, I think you and I could make a beautiful symphony together. What I mean is...
I may not know how to put the hood up on a car, Mr. Silverman, but now you're speaking a language I understand.
Wait a minute. I'm talking strictly business.
Okay. I'm listening.
You sure you can eat and listen at the same time?
Just let me hear your... Excuse the expression. Proposition.
Very simple. I am a talent agent, and I'd like to, excuse the expression, handle you.
Why? I mean, why me? I've been around a while and haven't made any headlines of variety yet.
I looked at some film on you the other day, and, well, I thought I saw something.
Like what?
Now, I'll tell you sometime. When we get to know each other better.
How better?
We could become friends, Susie, you and I. Good friends.
Uh-huh.
I don't blame you. I guess you've had guys hand you every line in the book.
Since I was 12, I could walk around in a Mother Hubbard and it would still happen to me. I don't know. There just seems to be something about me. Is that the something you mean?
No, Susie, it isn't.
I don't know. Every agent I've had, they were all alike.
I don't expect you to make up your mind this minute. We should get better acquainted. Why is it everything I say sounds like a pitch?
Because you're saying it to me. I told you I've got a problem.
I tell you what. Why don't you come out to my place tonight and... no etchings. Just my wife and kids.
You're married? And you admit it?
And my wife does understand me. I think you like Myra. I do.
If this is a line, at least it's a new one.
You come out to the house tonight for dinner.
Okay. Now, let's order lunch. I'm famished.
One lamb chop and a lettuce leaf? Oh, don't you think that's kind of a skimpy meal to offer a guest?
If lunch today was an example, this girl's calorie intake per day must look like the national debt.
Well, isn't that kind of her business?
Not if she becomes my business.
You're really sold on this girl.
Let me put it succinctly. This better be it.
What are you talking about?
They let me know at the office in no uncertain terms I better bring in money. I'm not earning my phone bill, is what they said. Find someone, sign someone who gets big money or look elsewhere for employment.
You never told me.
I didn't want to worry you. But now you can understand that this girl is very important to our future welfare because my head's on the chopping block. And also, you know how long I've been trying to get something going in our savings account.
I know.
And all I've ever brought in is peanuts. If it weren't for your job, your salary...
Harry, you know I like working.
But you shouldn't have to. It should just be the frosting. For the last year, I haven't brought home any cake. But now this girl may finally be our lucky angel.
Oh, Harry...
Myra, you're not ashamed of what I do for a living, are you? Maybe even a hard-working agent is a dirty word. Flesh peddler?
Darling, if you decide to take on this girl, she's going to be she's going to be so lucky to have you.
I don't know. Say I helped to make her the hottest thing at the box office. Another Monroe, maybe.
Oh, now, just because poor Marilyn... But that doesn't mean... After all, there have been lots of others.
Jean Harlow ended up better at 27. And remember Clara Bow, the it girl? 40 years later, she still couldn't sleep nights.
Well, what's wrong with the way Shirley Temple's turned out? And she was the hottest thing at
Shirley Temple? What kind of sex symbol was she?
Well, that brings up a point, my loving husband. How come this time you've latched onto a sex symbol to make it big with? Why not some adoring mother's little ruffled darling or a nice, lovable, baggy pants comic?
Well, a man spends the better part of his life on his job. He ought to try to make it as pleasant as possible. Hey, what's that you're sticking in the oven anyway?
Coconut custard pie for dessert tonight.
A coconut custard pie? But I just told you...
For our children. It's all right if they eat, isn't it? They have a few years before they have to worry about becoming sex symbols. I hope.
Well, just keep it out of Susie's sight.
Oh, don't worry. Our kids are very good at making a pie disappear. And speaking of our offspring, it's about that time. And it's your turn, Dad.
Where are they at today?
Lisa's at ballet and Buddy's at Little League.
Well, I should be grateful. At least it's not the other way around.
It's the other way around tomorrow.
place for?
Daddy's bringing a business friend home. Why don't you get out an extra napkin?
I hope he doesn't like coconut custard pie.
Daddy says we have to have our dessert upstairs after dinner.
How come?
I'll get it.
Remember now, kids, 10 years off for good behavior.
Hi.
Susie.
I'm sorry I'm late.
Is that always your opening line? You're not late. You're right on time.
I am?
I said 7:30, and you're practically on the dot.
Oh, well, that explains it. I thought you said 7. I got lost trying to find your house, so I would have been late if I hadn't been early.
You should let me come and get you.
Oh, it was all right. There was this nice man at the gas station.
Here, let me take your coat.
Oh, you could just throw it any place.
Oh, you can throw it my way. Hello, I'm Myra.
The woman who makes it safe for me to be out at night.
You are for real. And 2 kids, just like you said.
Lisa and Buddy, this is Susie, kids.
How do you do?
Fine, thanks.
Hi.
Hey, you're cute.
I hope you're not going to mind a rather plain meal. Harry's stomach, you know.
But there's a coconut custard pie for dessert. You want to have it upstairs with us?
Why don't you have it downstairs with me?
Why not?
Come on, Susie. I'll show you where you can freshen up while Harry fixes the drinks. I think you had the most beautiful mink I've ever seen.
It was a present.
Oh?
To myself. A heck of a lot of 6 o'clock calls earned me that little number.
Dad?
Yeah, Buddy?
I forgot. What kind of business did you say you're in?
Here, you can use my dressing table to powder your nose.
Thanks. Oh, this sure is a cozy room.
Oh, we like it.
A mink's okay, but it doesn't keep your feet warm in bed at night. Looks like you're the one who's found the answer.
Harry, you mean?
There's nothing like a good man. Oh, I'm not complaining. Like my mother always says, we get what we ask for in this life. Of course, I haven't exactly gotten what I've asked for so far. But maybe now that I have your husband, professionally, that is.
Check.
Who knows? I may set this town on its ear yet.
I don't see why not.
And I guess that wouldn't be too bad for Harry either, would it?
No. I guess it wouldn't be too bad.
Then let's go drink a toast to Harry and me, with your blessing.
10-4, good buddy.
This spring for women, the fashion place at Sears suggests these up-to-date separates. They're comfortably casual, yet dressy and lighthearted enough to go anywhere this spring. Margaret mixes Sears textured blazer and the small collar striped shirt with trousers, while Wendy wears a shawl collar blouse and the slimmed-down dirndl skirt. Color coordinated, these great-looking separates will come together beautifully for you. Spring's mixable, matchable, up-to-date separates. Get them at most larger Sears retail stores.
Some radios, but tires all look the same. You've got to have good feelings. You've got to trust the name. You know our reputation. Remember what we said. When Sears is behind you, you come out ahead.
When my brother was my age, being in style meant wearing old jeans and about a pound of dirt. But today, us guys are more sophisticated in our style. And that's why Sears has Style Works. A guy can pick up on the latest styles in jeans, tops, sweaters, and dressier clothes like vested suits. I can depend on the Style Works shop at Sears for just about everything to keep me looking great. And the prices? Pretty reasonable. My folks like that. Style Works. Today's style's all in one place. At most larger Sears retail stores.
Can't believe you owe the IRS that much? Well, when things just don't add up, you can count on a Sears desk calculator to help you. Add, subtract, multiply, and divide. Then read the figures 2 different ways. 12-digit lighted display and tape printout for your records. There's a 2-memory system that helps ease multi-step problems, plus its many extras make it a great time saver. Now at most Sears retail stores. Sears 2-memory desk calculator. Cut $25, just $99.99 through March 10th. Prices and dates may vary in Alaska and Hawaii.
All right, now let's get this squared away. Harry's made his move. Brought Susie home to meet the wife and kids. Got her to sign his agent management contract. And now it's full speed ahead. Now Harry's got to produce.
Come in.
Susie, don't you even keep your door locked?
Don't worry, I told her you were okay.
What is it?
Baby, my pet cheetah. Isn't she beautiful? My father sent her from Queens. He doesn't think a girl should live alone in Hollywood.
I'd say you've reduced the risk considerably. Look, Susie, I brought a contract for you to go over where you agree I'm going to represent you. And then I want to set up a series of interviews for you right after...
Down, Pierre. Sorry, Harry. You better sit on the other side of the room. Pierre always thinks a guy is going to make a grab for me.
Another present from your father?
Uh-huh. Only trouble is, every once in a while, there's a guy I'd like to grab me.
It must complicate things. Now, about these interviews, Susie.
Of course, my mother doesn't think a girl should live alone either. Only, she keeps sending me two-legged animals. Whenever she runs across an eligible male back home, she talks him into a vacation in California and gives him my phone number.
Must keep you pretty busy.
Honey, you don't know what busy is until you've shared a bobsled on the Matterhorn with a truck driver from Queens.
Now, that's another thing, Susie. From now on, truck drivers from Queens are out. You've got to be seen only in the right places with the right people.
You got something against Disneyland?
We got to work up some hot items in the gossip columns, and I'll see who I can fix you up with.
Thanks.
Ah, there you are. You must be Mr. Pisces.
Silverman. Harry Silverman.
This is Madame Clara. She's my astrological advisor.
Ah, how do you do? Susie, we have a lot of business to discuss. Now, this contract...
I know. Now, that's why Madame Clara's been up on the sun deck.
Communing with the stars.
It's daylight.
Ah, but the stars are there. The stars are always there, Mr. Pisces.
Silverman.
I've cautioned my impulsive little Miss Sagittarius about you.
According to the stars, you're the wrong sign for me.
How do you know what sign I am?
I asked Myra.
Oh, well, she's prejudiced. You shouldn't listen to anything she says about me.
She told me you were the wrong sign for her, too.
And yet she's given me the best years of her life. All I'm asking you for is
the best years of my life.
It's the nature of a Pisces to make promises he can't keep.
I'm an agent. That's my job. Now, if you'll just sign...
I suppose your honesty is what my little Sagittarius finds so attractive.
You have to admit it doesn't grow on palm trees.
Well, perhaps it is possible for two people to adjust astrologically. But remember, Susie, if you need me, any hour of the day or night, I shall be at the ready.
Thanks, Madame Clara.
Keep in mind, Mr. Pisces, the planets and I will be watching.
Yes, ma'am. Now, as I was saying...
Getting a new agent is like getting married. A girl can't be too careful. And Madame Clara's right. Our signs don't go together.
Together, they're going to turn into a dollar sign. There's nothing wrong with that, is there?
No, it's important. I have to think about when I get old.
Well, that's a long way off.
No, it isn't. Not for somebody in my line of work. All of a sudden, you're too old for the part.
Sex symbols and prize fighters. Okay, then. Let's get the ball rolling. If you'll just sign this...
Okay. Then afterwards, we'll celebrate with some champagne and... Hey, you like spaghetti. Why don't you taste the sauce I've got simmering on the stove? I'm a good cook, you know.
The figures. Listen, Susie, before you start worrying about getting old, you better start worrying about getting fat.
I don't know. If you look frumpy enough in a part, they give you an Oscar. I'm a good actress, but nobody notices.
They're going to start noticing, Susie. You just leave it to me.
All right, Harry.
That's my girl. Down, Pierre, down. Sign here, sweetheart.